Namaste and welcome to Sujith Talks. My name is Sujith Billa, registered migration agent here in Melbourne. Based on your time zone, you can schedule a phone or a video consultation session with me if you're after immigration advice. This video is about 491. First things first, visa holders for 491 stranded overseas 125. As of 2nd August 2020. Applications lodged for 491 between 1st of Jan and 30th of June 3,705. Location is outside Australia. And in March 1042. The lowest was in the month of Jan 299. 491 started in November. Applications on hand between Jan and June. Client location outside Australia. 3,295 in June. In Jan it was 347, so started. Case load increased now. This information is from Disclosure Logs 2020, Department of Home Affairs. Visa applications granted month-wise. In Jan 25 were granted. In Feb 154, March 188, April 20 very few. In May 56, all for those location is outside Australia. So overseas applications, you could say, in total 443 grants in 6 months time. Visa applications refused, not that many, just 6 in total, and in Feb alone there were 5. Nothing reported in April, May and June from this document. Next document, FA 20/07-01466, 491s granted. In July, 409. Both primary and secondary applicants included. Lodged in the last financial year in total 7,439. Queensland 1,714 was the highest. And the lowest was from New South Wales, which started very late, so it only gave 143 the last financial year for 491. Lodgements were 143, so invitations could be more than that. Visa applications granted in the last financial year by state or territory, in total 1,738 were granted. The highest was from Tasmania, 590, and the lowest was from Western Australia, 26 grants, with Western Australia as the nominating state. Refusals 13, and nominations from South Australia were 7 in those refused visa applications 491. Applications on hand last financial year, in total 5,638 491s. Queensland 1,354, New South Wales 143. lodged, where nominating state is New South Wales. In the last financial year, very few invitations went, and Accountant General got 20. This includes both primary and secondary applicants. So in total, 73. Business analyst, software and application programmers, not elsewhere classified, network administrator, all less than 5. So that's for New South Wales last financial year. Civil engineer also less than 5. Structural engineer, electrical engineer, electronics engineer, industrial engineer, mechanical engineer, biomedical engineer, engineering technologist, all less than 5. Another document FA 20/07/00838. It's about applications granted between March and June. Location in Australia. Only primary applicants. Finance manager in March 7. Accountant general in March 56. In May 45. In April just 8. Civil engineer 8 in March, 6 in May, 16 in June. Electrical engineer 9 and 6 in March and April. Mechanical engineer 7 and 13 in May and June. Registered nurse aged care. Registered nurse medical. Registered nurse is not elsewhere classified. Developer programmer, software engineer, security specialist, all got more than 5 in at least 1 month. Translator also, social worker, motor mechanic general, chef, enrolled nurse, all these got more than 5 in at least 1 month. In March in total got 240, May 278. Outside Australia grants, primary applicants only. Accountant general got 6 in March. Software engineer got 6 in March. And then no figures reported in April, May and June. Obviously they didn't invite. In total, only 5 in June, 12 in April, 27 in March. Now under FA 20/08 00950, correction, we got the allocations, the temporary allocations. In total 2,430 for 190 and 1,715 for 491. Victoria is highest in 190, 600. NT 80, lowest. This is 190. In 491, the highest was allocated to South Australia with 600, and the lowest went to Western Australia, 40. The last document is FA 20/08 01168, grants occupation-wise between March and July. Applicant type is primary. Registered nurses not elsewhere classified 138 grand total in the 5 months combined. Highest went in July 57. Software engineer, total 19. Highest went in March and May 8. Developer programmer, in total 15. No numbers recorded in July and June and April. Computer networks and systems engineer, 12 in total. ICT business analyst, 8 in total. Web developer, less than 5 in total. Analyst programmer, less than 5 in total. Two two four triple nine, information and organization professionals NEC, less than 5 in total. Network administrator, less than 5 in total. So not much happened for ICT occupations for 491 in the recent past, especially during coronavirus. In total, 1142. The source of this information is, as usual, Department of Home Affairs. That brings an end to this video. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on Facebook, like my Facebook page Sujith Talks, and if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon to get notified. My name is Sujith Billa, Registered Migration Agent.